Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Personal Power Circle Talks with Roxane, where I'm going to speak my personal truth from the womb, heart, throat, rather from the mind, where I explore the messy parts of personal growth and document my inner journey. As you get to know me, I'm a deep person, an empath, and love to reflect about life. I'm an Ayurveda practitioner and Reiki master with over a decade of personal growth. So it's time to share my stories. So in this particular one, I'm doing it something different. I'm gonna free flow. I have no notes here, and I would like to talk about ayahuasca. And ayahuasca helped me with my mental health. And I just want to say it's not for everyone. And in my case, I did 2 years of talk therapy, acceptance therapy, and cognitive behavioral therapy. And at some point, I realized it really helped a lot. At some point, it was not good. It was really nice to organize everything from the past. And at some point, I was just stuck in this same vicious cycle. And I knew deep inside that I had to expand my mind in a different way. So I looked at alternative ways. And then ayahuasca came to me. And ayahuasca, it is a plant medicine. It's from the Amazon rainforest. And it is made out of like a sort of a tea with the ayahuasca plant, the vine, and also with a female plant. And together they create this DMT effect. So you can say you're just in this trance state. And so it's been exactly 3 years ago that I went to Brazil and drank this drink for the first time. And in that moment, like I said earlier, it's just too much in my mind, or I know all the understandings mentally, but then I couldn't feel it in my body. So that was the big intention that I went there to discover that. And from my experience, I did experience, or I understood or felt this connection to be together. And there's so much other things that I learned from ayahuasca, and that is also this emotion that I've never experienced before, which is kind of related also, I would say, with all my insecurities, love, and all those themes. And that is really, I felt unconditional love for the first time in my entire living being here on earth. And it was such a beautiful feeling to experience in my body as well. And that was such a beautiful moment. So at that time, I drank ayahuasca 5 times. And the 5th time, we drank our dosage half so that you got to experience ayahuasca also during the day, which is also a beautiful experience. Normally, you drink the ayahuasca during night. And at that Brazilian center, it was really nice that we had workshops before so that you learn certain tools that you can apply during the state, during the influence in ayahuasca once you're in your own trip. And I learned so much there as well. And also just being in this group really also, you learn also a lot from each other. And basically also, even though you have different stories, there were like common themes as well, which was really ultimately self-love. And it was really nice to hear also from their experience, because you just learn a lot from each other. and at the same time you really connect or bond in a deeper level that you normally maybe in society don't get often to do, or maybe it's just challenging or difficult to get there. So that was really a nice experience, and up till this day I still have contact with them, which is super nice. And ultimately, so much other small things like micro things, like with my habits, and also my mind got really even more quieter and just my nervous system was a lot more relaxed. So it's basically, yeah, and it does a lot. So it's just really working with your mind, I would say your subconscious, your unconscious, because once you do this, once you step really in this inner work, I would say, if you are just called to do this deep work, you just get to explore or learn new layers, I would say. Like, I would say, particularly what I find fascinating of doing this work is you just get to learn new things, and then you start to realize, oh wow, I thought I knew a lot, but then there's so much new things to learn. And also this fact of actually the subconscious is 95%. So it's just with all these conditioning and beliefs and yes, your subconscious, it's just a lot, but it's fascinating. I find it fascinating, and it's my passion, and I know that I'm here to break old patterns. That's why I'm here. And if you're listening to this, I know for sure that you're also a pattern breaker and just want to live a fulfilling life for yourself and for others. So, yes, anyway, this drink really helped me. And I'm just saying it's not for everyone. And last year I drank ayahuasca again, and this time in a different center and in Peru, where like I'm a person, I like to explore new things, and especially also with plant medicine, very fascinated about it. Also in Ayurveda, plants are, yeah, super interesting. So I went to Peru around December, around Christmas, and this time at that center I tried also different medicines, so yopo, combo, and rapé, which was also an interesting experience. And at the same time, I'm still digesting this experience. Also, yeah, I just noticed that for me, in my case, I just become really aware of things, which is nice, and also being very present, because that's ultimately what life should be. Just be present in the moment, moment to moment. And also what I notice is that I just tend to have this inner child energy, which is also a very important thing to have. And that's the thing that I learned, that concept, inner child work in Brazil. And that was also such a beautiful experience to feel or reconnect with my inner child, because it's so important just to also experience this inner child energy. And I guess after ayahuasca, another door opened for me, that I got to explore more of this energy work, or what I'm now in this process of, just, I would say, speaking the language of energy, which I'm still exploring. And so far, it's, like I say, it's been very supportive for me. And I just want to address, if you're called to do ayahuasca, please do your research and which centers you want to go to. Because unfortunately, I experienced in the Peru center, unfortunately, not a nice experience. Luckily it was towards the end of the retreat, but ultimately a woman shared. I'm so happy that she at least expressed her truth, and she shared her story that she unfortunately got raped from the shaman. And this topic I want to normalize, that doing this deep inner work, you just need to be careful for the people that you're working with. And please, and like what I say, just please do your research. And at the end of the day, what I've also learned doing this work for a long time, you have the power inside of you. You don't need to validate your power from someone else. Don't outsource your power to other people. At the end of the day, you have the power inside of you. And ultimately, yes, facilitators or practitioners to learn from someone, but ultimately, you have the answers inside of you. And if I look back, yes, I could have maybe responded this whole experience in a victim mode, or like, oh wow, why am I experiencing this? But now, contemplating about this, I guess I had to experience this experience to, first of all, express also my use also my voice, because I told this woman that I will support you as well. And luckily, we did address this concern to the owners, and they luckily fired this shaman. But still, people, please do your own research and just follow your intuition. And yeah, you ultimately have the power in you. Ultimately, what I want to say is, please do your own research. What I've been observing and seeing, that ultimately the facilitators also should be very grounded and rooted. And looking back, the shaman was not really rooted. He was also dealing with his own personal stuff. So that's also a good indication to see if that facilitator or this practitioner is legit, or is capable of helping or supporting your journey. So with that being said, I'm curious if you have any other modalities or things that really helped you with your mental health. I mean, ayahuasca is just one answer. There's so many other beautiful therapies that can help you to create this experience of connecting with your body and your mind, or feeling a certain emotion. And ultimately, doing this work, you just explore new things. You just get to expand yourself. So please comment below if you're watching on YouTube, like any other modalities that helped you with your mental health. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.